All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live class. This is going to be great. My name is Vick Strizheus, and we're going to be hanging out here. We will be kicking this off here in a few moments. Okay, I just want to make sure we have good connections. All the technological stuff is working good, like it's supposed to. Hey, hope you're doing great today. You're with me. Let me make sure that all of the things that need to be working are working. I'm actually very excited about this training series that we're starting here. This is going to be a 5-week training series, and there's going to be a class happening once a week. Okay, so we're going to do this live, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these recorded. Okay. And we'll be able to save replays for you to be able to access these, okay, when anytime you want. Hold on a sec. Okay, so a couple things. This is a first of 5. Actually, this is going to be this one will leave outside of the core 5 weeks. So this will be like a bonus week. Okay, and then at the end we might actually have some bonus stuff as well. The reason and the intention for these, I just want to make sure that I'm streaming, that's all. Okay, good. So the intention for these, you guys, right, as you're watching this, I wanted to make sure that we cover the basics. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a lot. We're going to be diving into a lot of different things here. So it's going to be like a workshop. So sit back. This is not a presentation type thing. All right. I will be very raw on these, and it's called traffic generation strategies. So strategies is a keyword here, right? So keep that in mind as we go through these trainings. The more than anything, what I would like for you to take away from these sessions, right, from these web classes, is strategies. That word, strategies. Okay, a lot of people are looking for okay, give me where to click and how to do this, and we're gonna get into some of that stuff, obviously. But more than anything, I want you to fish for strategies, because I cannot emphasize to you how important strategies are in everything you do. Marketing, traffic generation, building a business, building a campaign, building a company, building your life, building your whatever, right? Whatever it is that you're doing, strategy is more important than tactics. And a lot of people are getting to, get too deep into tactics, but tactics change very often, very quickly. Okay, whereas strategies are more. The strategies don't change very often, and so I want us to adopt this thinking. Put this, adopt this belief or this thinking pattern that you're here for strategies, right? And it's just like if you're building it within the 4%, or whatever you're gonna apply these ideas to. Always remember that strategies is more important than tactics. Okay, and yes, we will be getting tactical on these. So I'm going to do this here. Hold on one sec. Let's go ahead and get to work here. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and I want to have an outcome for everything we're going to be doing. There's going to be an outcome, right? Every single class is going to have its outcome, and this will be no different. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Okay, I should be able to see my screen. By the way, this is for pro level members and above with 4%. Okay, so people that are not at the pro level, they will not be able to access this. And I'm going to ask you guys to please keep these very protected. Okay, these should not be floating around anywhere. Okay, don't download them. Don't do anything that may potentially interfere with your membership of the 4%. Okay, so part of your benefits as the pro level member in the 4%, obviously, is traffic generation strategies. We're going to we're going to have a class designed for list building strategies. We're going to have a class designed for internet marketing strategies, and so the idea behind these is for us to just really understand how this whole machine works, okay? Because business, like marketing, is a machine. Think of it as a machine. So there's different moving components, different moving parts. Banish the idea that you want to have your business linear. Linear businesses don't produce much. Okay, linear business is like an affiliate. I just have an offer. I just want to gem it with traffic as much traffic as I can get. That will not work long term. Okay, that's what a lot of people are doing, and they're failing. Where we want to build a machine, when we're talking about building our business, we want to build a machine that you control, that you understand how the components work. You understand if there is a breakdown, something breaks. You understand where to go to fix it. Okay, it can be within a funnel, can be within a particular traffic, strategy, can be with a particular traffic channel, can be with a particular traffic tactic. Okay, so there's different layers, and we're going to dive into these. It might also be communication. It may be, a few other things, but you need to understand how the whole machine works and operates. That's why there's traffic, list building, and strategies. Okay, this combo here that we're going to deliver. And this is, I want to set the table right, with the first clause here. Make sure that everybody understands. These are not designed to really give you like a college level education, like the most advanced level education. This will give you enough ideas to get you going, right, in those directions. Enough ideas to hopefully make you lose some sleep at night, right? If I can do that, man, boom, I would accomplish my desired outcome here. I want you to think, as you're moving forward, as you're building your business, to become specialist in these things. Okay, think about it like that. Okay, and that's when you get the most. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this right now. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually build out these things live here. Okay, so the outcome. Okay, the outcome for today. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do session 1. Okay, session 1, let's call it understanding fundamentals. Okay, and so let's go ahead and hopefully you can see my screen here. Yeah, do I need to make it bigger? I can make this bigger a little bit too. Let's see if I go there. Maybe I do that, make the screen a little bit bigger. Bigger. Okay, cool. Outcome, okay, is going to be this. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that we all understand what I call golden rules. Okay, I might be typing too close to the microphone. Okay, number 2. I want to talk about traffic channels. Okay, make sure that you understand how that world operates. We want to make sure that we understand must-have tools. Okay, so this is what I'd like to cover today, and then next week, these will be a week apart, by the way. Okay, so then we're gonna dive into, each week is gonna have its own, like next week we're going to have, we're gonna have session 2, etc. Okay, session 3, session 2 here, session 3, let's build this out here, session 4, 2, 3, 4, session 5, session 6. Actually, I'm going to give you one other bonus one, session 7. Okay, so this is what's gonna what we're gonna dive into, but of course we're gonna start with number 1 first. Okay. All right, everybody, let's get into this. Okay, here's the thing when it comes to traffic. Okay, let me check something as well here. I want to make sure that my whiteboard works. Okay, I want to make sure that this whiteboard works as well. Okay. All right, cool. It works. Perfect. If I need to use the whiteboard, I will. I'm going to try to keep these down to about an hour and a half or so. Okay. All right, sweet. Let's get into this thing here. Okay. Start with what I think everybody needs to understand. Okay. Here's the important ideas, or some of these things I'm going to share with you. I wish that I would learn when I was getting started online. I wish somebody shared it with me. These things I learned by trial and error. And I think when you understand them early, it would give you a tremendous edge over everything else. Okay, number one is this: not all traffic is created equal. Okay, remember that number one rule. Okay, golden rule number one: not all traffic is created equal. I see, we have a lot of affiliates. When a previous program that I had, High Traffic Academy, the previous company, when I was promoting, when we had systems for different things that we promoted back in the day. I promoted Empower Network, I promoted other programs and companies, and so I would create these systems, right? That affiliates would promote, and we're gonna get into the whole leverage, ideas and strategies as well. Strategies as well. I think it will be important for you to understand, because my thinking is, how can I get the whole machine, give it a push, and then just like that locomotive, right? It might start out a little bit slow, but then it's going to get faster, it's going to get bigger, and this whole machine, once it starts operating for you properly, once you do it properly, having all these ideas kind of coming together, and again, traffic, list building, and marketing strategies, all these three components must work together in order for you to create this, what I call a machine, to work in your favor. So once the machine is moving, okay, it's a lot easier for you to scale it. So don't think, okay, how can I get 100,000 visitors to my site tomorrow? Okay, you don't need that. Think of, how can I create a machine that would be here for long term, that would help me build a business that I can scale. I can sell the business if I wanted to, right? I can have an exit. For me, I never have exit plans for businesses. Like, not the stuff that I do right now, not the online stuff. Like 4% group, I don't have an exit strategy. I'm not here to build it and then sell it or whatever. I'm here to create a platform where we can breed entrepreneurs, and we can create, crazy, insane success stories in the marketplace. That's my vision. When you are building whatever it is that you're building, I know some people will have awesome trainings coming up in the e-commerce space, for example, right? So e-commerce, these ideas can be applied to e-commerce as well. So for example, e-commerce, if I would build out a machine when it comes to in the e-commerce space, that might have an exit strategy, right? Maybe I just build it out and I create a store, create the whole machine around traffic and promotional or strategical angle for it, right? I create a list building angle for it, and I create this whole thing, and I can start out from nothing pretty much, right? Just put the time and effort and educate myself on how to do it, and I can build this out. And maybe one day my exit strategy might be is to sell the whole business, right? Maybe I develop, maybe your outcome, is creating a business and then selling businesses. It could be, e-commerce businesses, maybe it could be e-commerce stores. So where everybody else is like focusing on very linear, very, very shallow thinking, they're like, okay, I'm just gonna open an e-commerce and a Shopify store and just try to make a few bucks. Where you might be thinking, and what I would encourage you to think, if you're going that direction, think of a bigger picture, right? Could you create a store that you could maybe sell one day, or a business or a store that can grow into a business, into a whole giant machine that you can sell one day for multiple, right, than what it generates per year. All right. So if you can build a store that that gets you 500,000 a year in income, you realize that you can take that times 12, times 7, times 8, right? And you can sell it for multiple of that as a business. Very, very doable. So the stuff we're talking about, it's not just like, okay, let me just see if I can get 100 visitors or 100,000 visitors to my whatever link I'm promoting. That's very, very shallow. It's not going to get you very far. Okay, and I want you to start to think different. So when it comes to that, understand, not all traffic is created equal. Okay. Different traffic sources will have its own approach, is going to have its own strategy, but they all can work synergistically, okay? Okay, man, I'm excited about this. This is going to be great stuff. Yeah, I forgot. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? So when I had systems, I gotta tell you, this is why I wanted to make sure that we have this as a golden rule, because when I'm talking this to you about this from experience, right? So systems, for example, 4%, we have a lot of affiliates. Back in the day when I was promoting different things, I always created systems. And one of the things that we're going to be covering, here in sessions coming up, is how do you create leverage and automation within your machine, right? So you get this locomotive going, right? And then as you build on it, then we'll talk about component called leverage and replication, to where you can have your customers become your affiliates, which is exactly what I'm doing within 4%, right? So we have customers we have coming in, pro level members, free level members. There's other level memberships that we're going to be introducing, in the future as well. It doesn't matter what products you're selling. You might be selling 1 or 100 different products. Every customer, think about it like this, and this is another reason why, I want to teach you the way I do things, is because if one day you want to create a true, if you want to become a true entrepreneur, you got to think about stuff that true entrepreneurs think about, right? Affiliates never think about how can I replicate myself, how can I take myself out from the equation, and then allow my business to run without me, right? So, for example, if I wanted to, I build my business in a way, and this has been, true for everything I've done online, to where I grow it to the point to where I can remove myself. Okay. Initially, I give it a push, and then I just, through systems, I train how to, my customers, how they can win, and I can win, and everybody wins in the process. Think about it for yourself as well. So you might be just an affiliate promoting something else. Okay. You will see by the end of the 7th session here with this particular training series, you will see very clearly how through eStage, through your own platform that, obviously you can build through eStage, through your own hub, there is a strategy, there's going to be a glaring strategy that's going to jump at you, right? Call it a secret or whatever, right? But you will realize it in due time. Sometime between session 1 and session 7, you'd be like, oh my goodness, I've never, this is it. You'd get so excited, you will not, the next year can change the rest of your life. Okay, I kid you not. And when you realize that even if you are an affiliate of something else, I'll give you an example. When I launched out, this was back in 2010, I think. Yeah, it was 2010. I had to rebuild my business from ground zero, right? And I promoted, affiliate offers. Okay, I did not own an offer, so I was an affiliate. And so everybody else was just promoting that offer just for the offer. I promoted as an affiliate, but I'm like, okay, if it works for me, create a funnel, how can I replicate my funnel? So I would take, what I was promoting, that product, Director of E-Zines, I'm not sure if they're around or not. But I would think, okay, how can I use that product to build something for myself? And then how can I grow this something for myself, right? And turn it into like a machine or a mini machine, that I can scale and I can grow, and I can eventually take myself out from the equation and let the machine take the life of itself, right? And continue without me, even if I wanted, let's say if I wanted to unplug and take a vacation, right? Or I would just wanted to unplug and just do nothing, which not the case with me. But if I wanted to, I could, and my income would not go down. How do you do that? Right? Again, it's going to strategies, it's going to all these different traffic sources that work. So you become the guinea pig, you test it out, right? You bring it into your little ecosystem, and then you can have your own little ecosystem going on, even if you don't have a product. Okay, you can develop it. So through eStage, it allows you to, to build a customer list, right? It allows you to communicate with your people, and I'm going to show you and basically take you through the same path that I took myself to get to where I'm at today. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I'm not sure if I'm confusing. If you're first time joining us and you're watching this for the first time, you might be, oh my goodness, this is too much for me. No, it's not. We're gonna keep it simple, and hopefully these things will make sense to you. Hold on a sec, let me check something. Okay. Sweet. Hopefully the video comes across nicely and clear. Let me see. What I was noticing is that affiliates, right? When I would promote an affiliate offer, I would create a replicated system around what I was doing, and then I would recruit affiliates. I would recruit my customers that I sold for other, for a program that was not even mine, or some kind of product, and I would breed my own affiliates. So you can have an affiliate, you can have people buying, and this is what your vision, why you exist, what do you want to do, what do you want to accomplish, like what kind of legacy you want to leave. All that stuff is going to be important. For me, that was okay. How can I create something that my affiliates can plug in, right? And they could win by promoting the system that I've created. So therefore, this is how, part of, my contribution to the marketplace. And of course, when you create something, you are entitled, right? And you deserve to get compensated for it, right? If you want to. So I created that platform, I called it the 48-hour cash machine, and eventually turned it into a little mini membership site, right? And I was like, okay, I was building out funnels that would promote, a product here, and I would allow my affiliates to plug in their affiliate accounts, and they would promote my system, and they would pay me monthly fee for using my system, right? And they would win because my system worked for conversions, right? And then I would win by maintaining and growing the system, right? And training my affiliates, and I would be in the trenches as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's a win-win-win-win-win. Anytime that you build a business, you want to make sure that it's a win-win-win for everybody, okay? And so what I was noticing is that some affiliates were crushing it, and some affiliates were not. And it came down to traffic sources, because some affiliates would be like, okay, I'm going to promote on a social media, make a post, and somebody went on Fiverr, right, and hired somebody for $5 to do a bunch of spam on the internet, right, and they would get tons of traffic coming in, but not all traffic is created equal. Man, this is a long-winded explanation to this thing, but hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, I want to make sure I'm not here to cut any corners with you. I just want to make sure that you understand the full broad picture of what's happening, what's going on, so that we can move forward as we are talking about all the ins and outs and details of all these things. You understand why I say some of the things that I say and why that's important. Cool? So that's golden rule number one. Remember that not all traffic is created equal. There is traffic that any traffic I believe can convert, as long as it's legitimate traffic and not like computer generated traffic. But different traffic sources must have different funnels, which is rule number two. Okay, put it like this. Take a note. Funnel first, traffic second. Okay. In many cases, you will not send the same click, okay, from different traffic sources to the same funnel. Sometimes it might work, sometimes it might not work. Okay, so this is something that we're going to be talking about in great detail as well. So we want to make sure you have a congruent funnel based on the traffic source, because each traffic, what is traffic? Well, it's the audience, it's people, it's you, it's me. Okay, when I serve Facebook, let me see here. Let me show you this. Show you my screen. Okay, so this is Facebook, right? So if I go to my Facebook feed here, I go to my home. Let's see what's on my timeline today. Okay, I got Donnie, I got Donald Trump. Okay, so I might have some whatever, right? I might have here's a sponsored ad. Okay, by Adrian Morrison, okay, friend. Ecom Success Academy 2017 is closing down. Okay, so if I click on this ad, time is running out, right? If I click on it, it takes me to a page. Okay, it takes me to a funnel. And so whatever this ad says, this funnel must be congruent, right? So like, for example, this ad right here is saying time is running out. Ecom Success Academy is closing soon. Get in now and receive your exclusive bonuses. Okay, so he's probably retargeting me, which we're going to talk about. And so when I go here, my page here, I'm already on, step 2, right? So 1, do not close this page. Important information about it. Enroll now. It's got the timer. So there's congruency. Okay, there's congruency in the message. Now, if I can. Let's see, what's Onyx and Gold here, right? New event, learn from Robert Kiyosaki, okay, live weekend. So does that make sense? So if he's talking about like an event here, I assume Well, it's a video. Okay, I assume this link here will take me to an event. Okay, yep, it does. Okay, so congruency. So if he would be talking about, man, this stuff is going to make a lot more sense once we start digging into the like targeting and doing all that good stuff. Okay, but funnel first, traffic second. Okay, rule number 3. Okay, it's better to master one than to know about a lot. Okay, remember that very, very well. Okay, a lot of people I see there, you know, they want to know everything. Give me 101 traffic sources. You don't need 101. Okay, you need one. If it's Facebook, great. If it's, you know, whatever that one is. I know some people that just mastered SEO. Like for example, there is a guy named Troy. Somebody, you know, some of you guys might know him. He doesn't know, you know, like he doesn't do any paid marketing whatsoever, like none. Okay, and this dude generates, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, running traffic and getting traffic through search engine optimization. It doesn't cost him anything. Okay, he mastered it, and he doesn't even mess with social media or media buying or any of that stuff. He mastered one. So my thing is, you know, master one, and then you can move on to another one. Okay, but it's better to master one than to know about a lot. Okay, so by the end of 7 weeks or 7 sessions, you will have a very, very good understanding and idea of how to put all this stuff together. Okay, I'll give you one last one here. Okay, traffic without monetization is useless. Okay, traffic without monetization is useless. What's good? You know, it doesn't make any sense for me to run or even learn about traffic if I don't know what to do with that traffic once I get it. And what happens most of the time is that people, affiliates would get traffic that would slam their landing page with traffic, and then if it converts, they get happy. If it doesn't convert, they get mad, right? Well, I want to monetize traffic as much as possible. Now, not when you're getting traffic. When you're getting traffic, here's what's going to happen. You will have a percentage of people that will respond to to whatever it is that you're sending them to, right? Your landing page. 20, 30, 40%, maybe 50%. Okay, will respond, and so these are the people that you have to work with. Every click should be. Okay, I'm going to put this down here again. Give you a 5th one here. Let's just make it up, okay? Add one more here. Every click should be retargeted. Every click should be retargeted. Okay? So what happens is when I get traffic and they get to my landing page and they opt in, great. I just got them on the inside. Okay, that becomes my internal traffic source, which we'll talk about here in a moment. There's 2 traffic channels, right? There is an internal traffic channel. There is an external traffic channel. So I want to build out both. All right. So if I have these 2 pillars, imagine this, right? If I have my site here, turn on this thingy here. Okay. So check this out. If I have my site. I'll remove this test. Okay, so I've got my, I've got my site. Okay, wherever I'm sending them to. Okay, I want to have two main channels of traffic coming here, right? I want to have internal, and I want to have external. Okay, we're going to talk about all these. Now, external is what everybody focuses on. Okay, internal is what you need to build. But I'll tell you, internal is a lot better than external. You use external to build internal. Okay, there you go. I forgot to share this. Kind of looks like this. Okay, you got your site, Okay, we're gonna talk about traffic, specific traffic channels and traffic sources. Okay, external can be media buys. Okay, it can be SEO, right? It can be endorsed, right? Can be what else? And I'll talk about what each of those means here in a moment. Can be social platforms. Okay. What else? Can be retargeting. Okay. All these are external traffic sources, and we're going to cover each one of them. I think if you just master these, if you just master these, just focus on, one at a time, but really understand these, okay? You will fuel your, you'll fuel your internal tank right here, okay, on the left, and that becomes your most. This is your most. This is like the best, okay? This is the best traffic that you can get because they're pre-framed, okay? Okay, they're pre-framed. So, man, we got our work cut out for us, huh? We're gonna be talking about all that stuff. Good. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything here. Okay. All right. Let's talk about next thing here. Okay. Every click should be retargeted. Once you have your traffic, they will either opt in. When they opt in, they go to your internal site. If they did not opt in, they should be retargeted and still on the external, because we all know what retargeting is. This is where you follow people on the internet. So that's that. Okay, so these are my golden rules for traffic. Okay, just 5. Keep it simple. Okay, keep it very, very simple. Let's move on to the traffic channels here. Okay, traffic channels. Okay, like I said, there is external. Okay, and there is internal. Well, let's do this. Let's start with internal. That's the most important one. Okay. You will see some marketers talk about, push button riches, right? Click a button on your computer and make money, make thousands of dollars from home. You guys seen that? You probably did. I see that happening all the time. That's partially true, when you build your system properly. So what happened is, you can get to the point to where you can get traffic pretty much on demand, and you can literally send out an email, press send button, right, to your list, and you can have sales coming in. What a lot of marketers will do is they'll just use that side of the business or promotion, right, to get people fired up about an idea, right? So they never tell people how to do it, how to really do it, which is, hey, you build this, right? You build your, you focus on this stuff first, okay? And then you get people through your landing pages, okay? Through your landing pages, one or many, okay? You funnel people through this. They opt in here, okay? They opt in on these landing pages. They get on your list. Now they become your internal. And then when you send out emails from here, from this side, right? You send them to your money site, whatever it is that you're selling or whatever you're promoting. Okay, these people are coming in pre-framed. Okay, they are already on your list, and this is how you can make money by clicking a button. Now your work does not end because if you don't do certain things here, on the internal side of things, right? If you don't cultivate your list properly, which is where list building trainings will come into the picture. Will greatly benefit you as an entrepreneur. Okay, so this is pillar 1, traffic generation. You can say it like this. You can look at it like this: traffic generation strategies. This is list building strategies. Okay. When it comes to traffic, this is a traffic source, but in order for this traffic source to work on the left here, the internal, you've got to understand list building strategies to really get the most out of this left channel. Okay. And then internet marketing strategies will come in, okay, on this side here, which we'll talk about. So these three things, okay, and this becomes your business. This becomes your machine. This becomes something that you can, right here, if I just do it like this, right? If you just understand this becomes something that you can sell if you want to. Let's say this is your e-commerce, okay, maybe e-com. If this is your e-commerce site, or this is your digital site, okay, or whatever it is your business is building. By the way, you can replicate this idea, and you can replicate this for physical, for digital, for whatever, e-commerce, for different stores. You can replicate this. Okay, right now with e-commerce, you can actually create different upsells, and this where where it's gonna fall into this category here. One-click upsells, cross sells, etc., etc. Communication, follow-up sequences, all this stuff. Okay, which we're gonna dive really deep into. But this can become your business. You can build these out. This is how you do it properly. Okay. Now, when it comes to let's see what I was talking about here. Okay, so I was talking about internal here. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Hopefully, this makes sense to you guys. I'm trying to open up your thinking. Your mind to think like take you on a little bit of a different level here, just to elevate your think process that you would. When you look at the business, when you look at promotion, you wouldn't think like an affiliate, very linear, very shallow thinking. Okay, so your internal is going to be your list. Okay, personal list. Your internal can be personal email list. Okay, personal email list. This is going to be your gold. This is going to be your best traffic source, by the way. Best source ever. Okay, best traffic source ever is your personal email list, if done properly, if cultivated properly. Okay, important to understand. Okay, what else can be your internal traffic source? I'm just trying to think for myself here. For me, I would say I would just keep it to that. Honestly, just your personal email, really take care of them. Everything else is going to fall under that. Okay, under external. Your external sources could be, like we already talked about, right? Let's just map it out and then I want to give you guys, I'm going to have with each of these episodes, I'm going to turn this mind map into a PDF and I will make it available for you, okay, for notes. Okay, but it's better if you take notes for yourself, because when you write things as you listen, you retain more information. Okay. Media buys. Okay, media buys can be an external, so this would be Facebook, Facebook PPC. This will be email drops, email media. Okay, this will be influencer marketing, or influencer media. Let's just say that. Okay. By the way, we have a training coming up within the 4% on influencer media. Okay, all these is media buys. So media buys, this is where I'm going to do this. Okay, this is going to be my fast traffic in many cases. Okay, my fast traffic here. Okay, I can get quick traffic here. It's not going to be cheap. Okay, don't expect it to be. It can be cheap, like with Facebook PPC, but don't expect this to be like, okay, no cost, or I want to get started with $5 or whatever. Okay, you may with Facebook, but it's not like $5 is not going to get you the the volume enough for you to make your decisions, whether something works or not. Okay, anybody that says, what, just start with $5 and you'll be and you will see, you'll be able to scale from there. You can. I would not recommend it. I would budget out at least, like when you're gonna do media buys, right? Budget out at least, I would say, give it at the very minimum, very minimum. I would say $50 to $100, very minimum. Okay, at least that, because I want to have enough traffic coming in, as we're going to talk about this. Enough traffic coming. I want to have enough traction happening so that I can make my I have enough data coming in to really decide whether that traffic source is a good one or not. okay, and how well it converts, okay? So influencer media is also part of the media buys as well. This is where I can go to Instagram, I can go to Facebook, influencers, Instagram influencers. I can just tap into their list. Again, it's a way of generating traffic through influencers, okay? And that's you know, part of the media buys. What else can be there for media buys, huh? It can be Google PPC, okay? It can be Bing PPC. Now, Bing PPC and Google PPC is a different animal. Bing PPC is a different animal than Google PPC, okay? But it's a display is a good one. Display. This is where I can run banners, okay? This is where I can run text ads. Be careful with this one right now, okay? Be careful. Understand all details. Okay, I'm gonna give you that little warning here with display. Okay, it's a great traffic source that, and we'll dive into this, but don't, like, it used to be a lot easier to work with than right now. Right now it's not as easy as it used to, okay? Let's see, what am I missing here? Facebook PC, I'm just gonna, like, I'm thinking of the stuff that is most relevant to get you the fastest results, right, in this particular channel. Facebook PPC, social media, PPC influencer, PPC Google, PPC Bing, PPC display, YouTube PPC, okay. Media buys, that would probably be it for now, because I'm not gonna tell you anything. You know, we can we can list 100 here. You know, we can really go and just throw everything on the table. You don't need everything. You just need a handful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 right here. You know, if you make these work, dude, you can have $100 million company just off of this. Okay, just these 7. You don't need a lot. Okay, you don't need a lot. Okay, if I think of more, we'll add more. Okay, so next one that's also really good one, okay, for external is SEO. This is one of the things that I missed out on big time. Okay, search engine optimization. Again, Troy, one of my buddies, he is, you know, he doesn't do any of the media buys stuff. This is where it's going to cost you money. SEO is going to cost you time. Okay, this is slower but much higher quality, okay? You need to have this for a couple reasons, okay? Reason 1, for personal brand control, okay? Reason 2, this is for traffic generation, okay? New traffic generation, like that, okay? Personally, I missed out on this altogether, okay? That's why right now we're bringing out, you know, SEO mastery. Josh Earp, you know, he is one of the best, to my knowledge, out there in the world, because this guy consults literally billionaires and TV personalities, you know, movie producers on how to do SEO properly. Incredible. And so this to me was not important, because I was just focusing on this. I was like, okay, if I just have enough, I just have money throw, you know, into traffic, I can just, this is where you get traffic, right? There's fast traffic. But if I had this in place as well, in addition to this, you know, I would probably generate an extra, at least, you know, over the last 5 years alone, I would say probably at least another 10 to 15 million dollars, just from the work that I was doing, you know, running my businesses. Like over the last, like, imagine this, right? You know, say 10 million bucks, you know, in the last 5 years, you know, that's at least $2 million per year. Now, is it worth it? Would it be worth it for me to master this you know, if it would generate an extra 2 million bucks for me without spending much money on this. In fact, it hardly costs you any money. Maybe, you know, for some tools and your time to implement this properly, understand this. But I'm telling you, an extra 2 million bucks a year, it would be a no-brainer. That would be for traffic generation side of things. Personal brand, you know, even more. Okay, so this right now in my book right now today, I'm telling you, learn from my mistakes. You know, get this handled, because if you don't, you know, you're gonna miss out on the new traffic generation, the whole channel of traffic generation here, because this is where somebody goes to Google. Okay, when somebody goes to Google here, let's say, right, and they type in how to start e-commerce business. Okay, see, as soon as I start, look, how to start e-commerce business, right? For example, like e-commerce is pretty hot right now, right? You see this? So if somebody searches on Google how to start e-commerce business, and it gives me these long-term keywords here, right? See, I can rank. If I was promoting, let's say if I'm an affiliate, or maybe I'm a trainer, or maybe I have a product to promote. See, the whole idea here is to be very, very specific. Somebody is in India looking how to start e-commerce business in India. Okay, I can have that keyword be the whole sentence to be my, you know, my targeting the keyword that I'm targeting. Okay, or the phrase that I'm targeting. And when somebody goes how to start an e-commerce business in India, look, okay, if I can have my site ranked here, okay, I got it. If I can have my video ranked here, I got it, right? See, if somebody searches for that, they are dead serious. Okay, let's say here's another. Google tells me right here, right, how to start e-commerce business in India PDF. Right, so knowing all these, and again, we're gonna cover all these things. I'm actually gonna have, once we dive into the SEO, and we're gonna have a class dedicated to this as well. And of course, this is something that he teaches inside the SEO mastery. For traffic generation, okay, it's about strategies where you tailor your marketing based on what the marketplace, what the demand is in the marketplace. Okay, see, if I start typing this here, I have all these other relevant by Google, right? So if I can create a mini PDF, right? People are already searching for this here, how to start e-commerce business in India PDF. So I could give out, my PDF could become my lead magnet, for example, that would lead into the, people, giving me their email address in return for the PDF that will further, as soon as they do that, guess what? They just moved from this area here. Can you see my cursor? You should be able to see my cursor, right? They just moved from the SEO here, see this? Okay, over to internal by requesting that PDF in this example, and they got on my list. Now all of a sudden they are in my internal world, and this is where I start working them, right? And then maybe I can sell them, maybe my site right here could be my product that I could be an affiliate for. You see what I'm saying? That would teach them how to do e-commerce. But I start out with PDF, what Google already tells me that they're looking for. Okay, see what I'm saying? So it's that kind of stuff. Okay. So definitely SEO is hugely important, because when that lead comes in from SEO, dude, Troy has been telling me, he's like, dude, like SEO traffic, when they coming in, we're converting like 50 to 70% of them into sales, because they are coming to you. You're not interrupting them. They're literally searching out for the information, and you can just, give them what they're looking for. Okay. And doors, this is going to be a huge one. Okay, we're going to talk about this. This is where you build out. Your affiliate, building your person. I don't want to say personal. Building your army. Okay. This is where you can have. You don't need other big gurus endorsing you necessarily. This is where you can turn every subscriber, okay? Everybody who is here on your internal world, okay, list building strategies, we're gonna talk about that. How do you talk to these guys to where each one of those subscribers and or customers could become your affiliate, right? They could become your partner. They could become somebody that would, that would perpetuate your message. And this is where, how do you know that, or how can you tell that somebody's poor? How can you, this is a little test you can do for yourself. There's like several different things that like glaring things that would reveal that or let you know that you're poor, right? One of the things is if you stop doing what you're doing right now, your lifestyle will change within the next month to 3 months, right? So your income goes down, everything goes down. You have to, you contract it. What's the opposite of that? Well, the opposite of that is you need to have systems in place, right? And pipelines and funnels in place to where if you stop working, if you stop doing what you're doing, your income does not stop. This is where multiple streams of income comes into the picture. This is where, when it comes to traffic, right? This is where I mean, when I say endorsed traffic source is really, really important. Okay, I'll tell you guys. For example, take a look at the 4%, like the business that that I'm building out, and the systems and the ecosystem and everything that we're doing here. Okay, it's a win-win-win across the board. Okay, this is $1 billion idea, but I want you to think about it and think about yourself. Okay, I got this idea in 2010 when I built my first system with the 48-hour cash machine, promoting somebody else's product. I did not have a product. Now, obviously, I have products, and we're creating products, and this is like we're creating content. I did not do that back then. I did not even have a product. Okay, think about it yourself. It's very, very doable for you. So I took as I was marketing, you're gonna spend money anyways marketing. You're gonna get traffic anyways. This were traffic monetization, rule number, whatever that number was, okay? Traffic without monetization is useless, okay? Traffic without monetization is useless right here, okay? There is a reason I put this rule in here, is because what's your monetization strategy for traffic, okay? Well, it's to convert is one thing, okay? But it's also to get your traffic to, on this side here, to build your internal channel, okay? Your internal channel that will further grow your business. Okay, that will further grow your business, and so that eventually you can take yourself out, from the equation. So what are we doing here? Is we build systems. Okay, we build systems. Hold on a sec. The business wins. Now I become, now I'm in a position to where I'm working on the business, right? I'm in the trenches, but at the same time I'm working on, I'm the creative type. I'm the idea guy. Right? And eventually you'll get to the point, if that's your goal, you'll get to the point where you can have your affiliates promoting and endorsing you, your vision, whatever you stand for. That's where, we're going to talk about strategy, marketing strategies. We're going to cover a lot of those details there. A list building will transition and kind of spill over into the marketing strategies. How do you get your people to take your idea that you built, your hub, for example, right? E-stage, that's why, that's where it comes into the picture as well. How do you develop it in a way that your affiliates or your customers could take that and they could benefit from promoting it, right? And you might be getting an affiliate cut from it, or they might be even paying you money for promoting your stuff. Again, they win because they're learning, they need a platform, they plug into something. You win because monetarily, money's coming in from those directions, but your brand expands, you expand, you have other people endorsing you, so that becomes endorsed traffic. So for example, in 4%, if any one of the affiliates out there go out and promote any of the funnels from the 4%, okay, that we build, that becomes endorsed traffic. Make sense? So I don't have to go out there and run those particular campaigns. That becomes what's called endorsed traffic. So that's what it means. Okay. Now there's pros and cons, obviously, to endorsed traffic. If I have an affiliate program and I pay out, let's say I pay 50% or 40% or whatever that thing is for every sale that affiliates generate, then I got to ask myself, is it worth it for me to do that or not? Because in many cases it's not even worth it. But if your bigger vision, depending what why you're doing what you're doing, like for us, the reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because I want to create a win-win, because I want to take affiliates and turn them into entrepreneurs, right? I want to take people that want to, that have visions, people that want to live better lives, we want to give them a platform. So we want to be that pedestal for them, right? And just make a positive difference in many people's lives. So we're willing to pay our affiliates, 50%, in some cases might be even higher than that, for when they run traffic, right? So we create these systems. On the business side though, right, let's say if I run traffic myself, if I do all the media buys and we launch out SEO campaigns and we do social platforms traffic and all that stuff, I would get a sale that would cost me much less than me paying out 50% to my affiliates. Okay, so endorsed traffic, you might use that for, depending what your outcome is. If your outcome is to make the most money, endorsed traffic might not be the best approach for conversion purposes for you, but it could be angled for your brand expansion. Okay, and again, we're going to talk about that. Hopefully I'm making sense here to you. That I wish we had comment. Maybe the next time we're gonna implement commenting system and chat system so that I can see, what you're all talking about here. Okay, I would like to have a interaction going on. Okay, so a little explanation on endorsed traffic. Okay, let's see what else we've got there. Okay, we've got social. Okay, social media platforms. Okay, this is external traffic. Social media platforms. Okay, I'm just gonna say social media siphon. Okay, social media siphon. This can be Facebook, this can be YouTube, this can be Instagram, this can be, I think I'm just gonna stop it here. Okay, and you get the point, right? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, probably the three biggest ones right now. Okay, and somebody might say, there was also like Pinterest, or there's something else, and you might be right, but I'm just gonna just stick with just keep it simple. Okay, what I want to do here, okay, is all these different traffic sources. Okay, I want to social media. I just use this to siphon people. Okay, there's people on social media. Use those platforms while they're still around. Maybe tomorrow something else comes in, but don't look at social media as, some people look at their social media as their internal traffic source, and that's wrong. That's that's naive, because Facebook changes algorithm tomorrow, there goes my traffic. But if it works today, I want to master it. I want to use it to the fullest while I can, and siphon people from here. Get them down to. Get them down to your funnel pages, which we're gonna cover in details. Get them into your internal world. Everything you do on the outside here, all right, you guys, needs to have one specific purpose, and that purpose and an outcome, that whole expectation should be, how can I get people from this side, okay, from the right side, over to the left side here, to my internal world. That's the most important thing. If I can get as many of these guys over to the left side, from the right side to the left side, I can build something giant. Okay. All right. Retargeting. Okay, retargeting. Retargeting is important. Retargeting, I'm going to tell you. Here's what to focus on: Facebook. And I'm going to tell you ad roll. Okay, so Facebook platform, I guess this can be Facebook custom audiences and ad roll. Okay, I would just focus on those two. And of course there, we can go to Google retargeting as well, but I'll tell you, if you stick between ad roll covers probably 80% of the retargeting media on the internet, so you'll be just fine, okay, with ad roll. With ad roll, like if you do retargeting on ad roll, and we're gonna talk about this. Don't worry about all the like, oh my goodness, I don't understand it. This is way too much for me right now. Don't worry about it. We're gonna have a session dedicated to all these in great detail. Okay. Hopefully this gives you an idea. Hopefully this gives you like, okay, when you look at this, you start realizing, you know what, there is actually, there is a method, there is a strategy to this whole traffic generation thingy. But once you understand, all the ins and outs, once you understand, the reasons and strategical approach, okay, everything else will be so much easier, you guys, I'll tell you. Traffic generation is not a complicated thing once you understand how to do it, okay? Must-have tools with retargeting. I'm gonna add something else here as well. I don't wanna miss it, okay? Retargeting. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna re-emphasize this. Every click should be targeted. Okay, don't forget, every click should be retargeting. If you have traffic coming to anyone, if you have traffic coming to any one of these media, anything that's on the right here, including SEO, including endorsed, everything, okay, should be retargeted. This is one of the mistakes that I did as well, that I've made, that we're fixing as well, because if you're not retargeting, you're gonna miss out on a lot. Okay, so if you have 30% conversions or 20% conversions from your traffic click, to your landing page over to your email list, that means there's potentially 80 to 70 to 80% of people, they're not converting. But if you have a retargeting in place, you can follow those around and you can keep bringing them back to your pages, and you can maximize your conversions. Make sense, everybody? Give me 1 sec, let me check something here. I want to make sure. Okay, cool. We are good. Okay, so must-have tools. Okay, I want to make sure that we address this as well. Okay, a lot of people are like, okay, just teach me traffic, dude. Teach me traffic. I say, hold on. We're gonna talk about traffic, but we're gonna make sure that we do this properly. Okay, I don't want to leave anything, any stone unturned, if you will. Okay. I need to have a few things. Autoresponder. Okay. The note I'm going to tell you on that one is don't fall for the cheapest. Don't fall for the cheapest. You want to make sure your emails get delivered. Okay, that's important. Second tool that I will need, okay, before I start running traffic to anything, is I need to have, remember our rules here, okay? Funnel first, traffic second, right here. Remember that? Okay. Golden rules. I need a funnel builder, okay? Funnel building system. Okay. My recommended one would be by far ClickFunnels. Okay, ClickFunnels. Most recommended one. But since we keep it generic, we're gonna include lead pages. We're going to include, let's see, funnel building system. Lead pages, ClickFunnels, those are probably there is also, let's see, 3. There is Kajabi. Okay, there's Kajabi. Honestly, you guys, I'll tell you this. If you would ask me, I'll tell you ClickFunnels. Okay, ClickFunnels. Lead pages is great for lead pages. ClickFunnels is great for building out specific like funnels. Okay, and these guys right now, a lot of them are trying to catch up with what ClickFunnels is doing. Okay, so that goes to show you. And it will cost you, like, this is like, how much is this? I think it starts at 97 bucks a month. I'm not even gonna include the price because depending, you know, maybe they change the price later and you'd be like, oh, Vick says 97 bucks a month. Whatever the price is, I think it's worth it. Okay, it's one of those non-negotiable things, in my opinion, for your business that you need to have is a funnel building system. Okay, number three, central hub. Okay, central hub is going to become very, very relevant when we spill over into list building strategies and also internet marketing strategies. When we go on the left here, which is the most important part of the business. Hold on a sec. Okay, let me open this up. There you go. Okay. The most important arm or pillar of my business is not external. Everybody focuses on external traffic, you know, how do you get traffic, but the most important one is this, is what's on the left, okay? Because this is how I build longevity, stability, leverage, all that good stuff, okay? And if I don't have a central hub for my people to come to, like if I, you know, let's say this is my, you know, this could become my site, okay? Or what I can do is I can say this, you know, I can say, let's go ahead and erase this right here. You can see it, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna say this will become my hub, okay? This will become my hub, and this could be the most important thing, okay? The most important thing. Nope, we don't want to do that. Come back here, okay? This will become the most important thing for me. When I talk about list building strategies, okay, when we get to this part right here, you guys, in coming up sessions, and when we come to internet marketing strategies here, okay, these things will interconnect with your hub like you will not believe, okay? Because through your hub, you can link them out, you can build relationships, you can create magic, okay? This right here will become your most important side of your business. This left side, okay? See that here? This will become your most important part of the business. The right side, external stuff, is important, but everything you do, okay, if you would ask me, I would focus. There is a reason why we're developing, you know, eStage. There is a reason, a specific reason, okay? Your ClickFunnels, okay? Let me change the color here, maybe. Your ClickFunnels, okay, would be these things right here, ClickFunnels, okay? That's why ClickFunnels is also important to have as a tool, because I can build out these specific funnels depending on which ad, where the traffic is coming from, okay? If it's media buys, maybe I'm running a campaign that would be congruent with this particular funnel, okay? See that? Maybe SEO, I have a specific page for SEO, right? So not all traffic is created equal, okay? So media buys, for example, if I do media buy and I have a specific funnel or a landing page that I'm running it to, right? That landing page might not be tolerable or might not be okay with SEO traffic. So I cannot have just one page, okay, and have all these traffic generation strategies go to one, or generation methods, right, go to one page. Does that make sense? This were my ClickFunnels. However, I channel them over to the right, and then my hub becomes my money, okay? You will have money coming in from this side as well, from here, okay? You will have money, okay? But you will have your money coming in here maybe from, I'd say, your conversions, you know, anywhere from 1 to 5% of your money is gonna come from here, okay? 1 to 5% of your money is gonna come from this side, okay? Your hub will be responsible for 95 to 99% of your income. Make sense? And this is your long-term vision. This is your legacy. This is your difference. Okay? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let me check here. I'm gonna finish my thought on this one. Okay, Central Hub. And Central Hub can be, number one is use eStage. Okay, we're gonna, we can have a session, maybe one of the bonus sessions will be on that one. Or option number two is, could be a membership site. Number three could be regular blog. Okay, this would be my priority on your Central Hub. eStage will give you, okay, it will give you personal brand site. It will give you services. It will give you a blog. It will give you a stream. It can be a streaming platform, a streaming channel. Okay, communications channel. Okay. Same thing can be with membership site, but membership site can you gotta build it. It can be really expensive. It can get really expensive, but you can have a membership site will be lacking some of these things like blog or personal brand site, etc., etc. And by the way, this you can rank. Membership site you cannot rank. Okay, if you are a lot of people going for like regular blogs and they don't even know how to utilize it. We're gonna be I'm gonna dive into this in great detail. Okay. There's a lot of information that we have covered here. Not a lot of this stuff is new, okay, unless you are brand new to this industry, okay? But what we have covered today, okay, should give us a good understanding of fundamentals, okay? So what we're gonna do is in session 2, we're gonna dive into specifics. Okay, we're gonna basically take this stuff that we discussed today. Okay, external traffic combined with the funnel building systems, the Central Hub. All this stuff will be okay. All this right here will basically build out. So over the next 5 to 7 weeks. Okay, you can expect if you follow this program, okay, if you come, and watch these classes, okay, you will be able to not only become a really, really good, I don't want to say, you might even master this, this concept, but you will become really, really good at creating these things, okay, and also executing these ideas and these strategies. Execution is going to be really important, okay. Start generating traffic, right? But then most importantly, we're going to be focusing on what do you do with that traffic? How do you do it, okay? With internet marketing strategies. How do you utilize your hub to build yourself, and all this stuff is going to be beautiful, okay? So what I would encourage you to do, you guys, is today's session was basically, I wanted to expand, I wanted to open your mind up a little bit, where you just kind of start thinking like an entrepreneur. This is how you think like an entrepreneur. You understand these departments, right? These different pillars. And it doesn't have to be complicated, but you just need to understand the big picture, okay? We'll get into specifics. Here's what we'll do. I will be inviting, depending on this session, what we'll be talking about. So I'm going to be inviting experts here as well. When we talk about Facebook, for example, as a external traffic generation, channel. What can be some actionable things that you can do with Facebook right now, okay? That you can get your 101s done, you can get your 101s covered, right? Facebook traffic generation 101, boom, you can apply those ideas, start playing with them. But then if you want to master that, okay, you will know. You will be like, okay, I'm gravitated more towards, Facebook traffic generation, which is great. There's, tons and tons and tons of traffic there. Maybe you're somebody who's going to be like, dude, I want to become, I want to master SEO. Okay, great. Okay, so maybe you're gonna be somebody like I'm gonna master email media buys or whatever, display, right? So you'll be able to go and just kind of like going to college, right? You get your, you get your general, stuff covered, but then you can become a specialist in just like mastery, right? Mastery should be your focus. I'm gonna master, and here's how I learn, right? You can acquire information on many things. Like the beautiful part about how I guess how our mind works is we can like you can have many ideas in your head, but I want you to, instead of focusing on all of them at once, okay, some of them will be more in the background than foreground. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this: decide what you want to utilize first, okay, and focus on it. And I would focus on it for like 2 weeks at a time. Okay, take 2 week period of time and just dive so deep into it that you can master it. You don't need a year to master something. You really don't. I would really say like a week to 2 weeks, you will get to the point to where you can literally master it. Okay, and then you will be able to add on more Lego pieces onto your skill set, for traffic generation, and so for the next several weeks here, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start tackling traffic external. We're gonna start tackling this right here. Okay, we're gonna start tackling this probably for the next couple sessions at least. Okay, we're gonna go after the probably the most potent ones first. Okay, and then we will have the next couple sessions will be the next couple sessions will be we're gonna turn on the focus onto monetization. So as you're getting traffic, as you're applying what you're learning, you'll be able to learn how to monetize it right away, and so it's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna call it a wrap for today. Okay, for this particular one. Again, rewatch it multiple times if you have to. This one, we're gonna have a recording for it, and then eventually I'm gonna turn this mind map into a PDF so that I can give it to you for your personal references. But do take notes, ponder the concepts. Okay, think where do you need to make adjustments to operate like an entrepreneur? Very, very important. Okay, think how could you, like, what's your outcome? What's your main outcome for business? What do you want? What are you building? If you're promoting digital stuff, do you want to leave a legacy? Are you here just for the money, right? Do you want to, if you're just here for the money, maybe endorsed traffic sources for conversions might not be the best, route for you, because you will make more money by running traffic yourself to the funnels. I'll tell you, it'll be a lot cheaper for you to generate a customer or to convert a customer by doing it yourself than paying, say 50% to the affiliate. If your bigger goal is contribution and make, positive impact in other people's lives, then maybe you'll learn about mastering or understanding how to take what you're doing, systematize it, turn it into a system that others can promote and use. Kind of like what we're doing. We're gonna cover it all. Okay. Let's see if I need to cover anything else here for this one. I think that should do it. Okay. I think we covered pretty good fundamentals. You have a good overview of how different departments work in this machine, and think of what you're doing as a long-term strategy, right? Think of like what you're doing is you're building a machine that eventually one day can run by itself. Right now, like that locomotive, you need to give it a push. You need to be there. You cannot outsource this stuff. Be there physically, personally, run it, get it going, and then once it's going, okay, you'll just be, it'll be lighter and lighter and lighter for you on your part. And then you'll be able to eventually work on your business instead of in your business. Okay, it's gonna be great stuff. Hopefully you're excited. Thanks for tuning in for this session, and I will see you next week for another session. Okay, we're gonna have these once a week. Check the events calendar and spread the word. Okay, if you're in a pro level member, if you enjoyed this, post, do a quick comment or a quick, don't do a summary, like don't talk about what we talked about here, but give me a quick feedback in our Facebook group, in 4% private Facebook group. Just post a comment what you thought about this whole idea of classes like this and what we covered here in this class, what you learn, maybe and let people know if they're not a pro level member, do you think it'll be useful for them to learn these kind of ideas and strategies or not? Okay. With that said, I will see you on the next live training or the next webinar when we have it. Appreciate it. Should be awesome. See ya.